ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां यदविद्याविलासेन भूतभौतिकसृष्टयः तं नौमि परमात्मानं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहम्. So last time any questions, clarifications? We had talked about Ishvara Sakshi and Jeeva Sakshi. Okay. When you take the body, mind, etc. as your Visheshana, as yourself, then you become the Jiva. If you take it as an Upadhi, then you are the Sakshi. That's what you are saying. The difference in the way you define it. Okay. And Ishvara talked about Ishvara Sakshi also. Any questions, clarifications up to there, or everything is clear? The topic is still on. There's some more nuances to it. But any questions up to now?
So Swamiji, I mean, this is maybe not the best question, but I'll ask it anyway.
Shoot.
So in the case of, we talked about Antakarana Upahita Chaitanyam and Antakarana Avachinna Chaitanyam. So that is Sakshi and Jiva. But in the case of the Samashti, there can only be Maya Upahita Chaitanyam.
Exactly.
Nothing like Maya Avachinna Chaitanyam.
Yeah, that is how we look at it. Yeah. Our perception of Ishvara, there is no issue.
Okay.
Yeah. How we look at it, that's why we say it. Like when we say God is creating the laws, He is the order, this, that, etc., then we are talking in terms of avichinna.
Okay.
Yeah, that. See, if you take it as real, you meaning the people take it as real, then it's avichinna. No? If people take it only as a manifestation, upadhi, then Ishvara Sakshi. Yeah. It's only a standpoint. From the standpoint of the individual, us, not from the standpoint of Ishvara. Yeah. It's only from our standpoint.
So basically, if we take Ishvara as the creator, then we can call it Maya Avachinna.
Yes.
Okay. I see. Thank you so much.
Yeah. He clarifies that, don't worry. Okay. Then continuing the idea, he says, yeah. Tatascha tad upahitam chaitanyam Ishvara Sakshi. Continuing the topic from last time, he says, Maya upahitam chaitanyam Ishvara Sakshi. Tacha ataha tacha anadi. Tad upadehe maya anaditvad. Ishvara Sakshi is anadi, without a beginning. Why? Maya is without a beginning. Since Maya is without beginning, Ishvara Sakshi is also without beginning. You can't say now Ishvara Sakshi has come. It's always there because Maya is always there. Remember this all talk is with respect to the creation. So you have to understand that. Moment Ishvara comes in, we are talking about with respect to the creation. Maya avichinnam taichanyam cha Parameshwara. That Maya avichinna chaitanyam is what you take as Parameshwara. Bhagavan hai na? Haan, wahi hai. Parameshwara. Maya visheshatve Ishvaratam upaditve sakshitvam. We are taking Maya as a Visheshana. It is his power, etc. Visheshana. Ishvaraha. If we are taking it as Upahitam, Ishvara Sakshi. Therefore, iti Ishvara Sakshiyo Vedaha natu dharminaha Ishvara Tat Sakshino. The difference is only with respect to the upadhis, he says. How you look at the upadhis. It is not with respect to Ishvara. That's why I said it's from our standpoint, all this talk. I mean, you go to Ishvara and ask him, if you can, who are you? What will he say? Can say anything. If he wants to be like Ramana Maharshi, he will say, who's asking that question? But that is not really an answer. Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahman. Then I witnessed you coming up. Now I am witnessing myself talking to you. And what do you take myself? Your Lord Parameshwara. Avichinnam. Can you see the whole thing? Remember, when all this, you shouldn't forget the basic learning that we had. Karmani akarmaya pashed akarmani shakarmayaha. That can't be forgotten. The freedom from the whole thing cannot be forgotten. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With that we are talking the whole thing. Okay. Natu dharminaha Ishvara tatsakshino. Such a Parameshwaraha eko apihi so upadi bhuta maya nishta sattva tamo guna bedena Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaraha adi shabda vachito bhajate. The same Parameshwaraha, with respect to the gunas that are there in Maya and how you are invoking him, we will talk about him as Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaraha, creator, the sustainer, the resolver. So because of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, various roles are played. And because of the further gunas that are there in Maya, you will invoke him as all other deities also. No? See, at one level, say you can say, oh, man has created God in his image, in the sense that you are invoking according to your need. Oh Lord, I am stuck in problems. Vignaharaha. Because if you worship Vignahara, all your obstacles go. So if you are facing a lot of obstacles, pray to Vignahara. Pray to him as Shipra Prasadaha. Therefore the result will be faster. These are all invocations depending upon your need. Does that mean you have invented God? The power for Vignaharaha, does it exist in Ishvara's Maya Shakti or does it not exist in Ishvara Maya Shakti? It exists. So you are looking at the consciousness as Ishvara and from one dimension. That means what? You are not invented. You are only having a particular perspective of it, particular vision. So with respect to your need, you are invoking a certain aspect that's already there. Understand this, you are not creating any form. Though we say, yes, a human being, one of the petitioners most probably, outside Calcutta High Court, they put a linga there and called him High Court Ishvara. Why? You're moving to our High Courts, you better have all the grace of the Lord with you. कभी problem solve हो जाएगा खुदा जाने. Why? For a simple thing like we have changed our trustees. So I didn't know we had to inform the charity commission. I mean, I knew we had to inform. So I told my auditor. He said, yeah, I'll take care of it. He didn't take care of it. So now we have to go through a lawyer to make the presentation. So the auditor said, yeah, because you have to say why you are delayed. And the delay was out of ignorance, therefore you have to put an affidavit of apology in it. All these things you have to do. And a magistrate hears that on top of it, just to change trustees. Ready? Hell, it is my trust here. If I want to change trustees, I should change it. I will inform you. Or kya? Or I'll just close down the trust. Forget it. No, nothing filed. Nothing filed. What will happen? Trust will become defunct. No? इतना और कुछ क्या हो जाएगा? Start another trust, transfer all the funds there, and then just forget it. All this headache. Why? Because एक magistrate को आता है 3 hearings. ये तारीख पर तारीख. So you need God's grace when you go to High Court. Why? When from the court the magistrate comes to the charity commissioner's office as assistant charity commissioner. So I got fed up of the lawyer. Last time I said I am coming. So I said, ma'am, do I have the permission to address you straight away? Says, yeah, tell me what you want. I said, this is the case. Oh, okay. All right, I'll pass the order for this thing. When? Yes, ma'am. A lot of work is held up because of this. So, oh, August 8th. Narayana. June में बोलता है 8th of August को. So, you need lot of God's grace for all these things to happen. High Court Ishvara. But tell me, this High Court Ishvara, is it my creation or that petitioner's creation? No. The law is a manifestation of dharma, second level. Dharma is Ishvara's manifestation, natural justice. Out of that you made some laws, human creation. Therefore there is a lot of stupidity in it. Has to be, because human beings have some stupidity. And abhi kya karega? We all have. Tomorrow I create also, there's something will come up. More will come up because I don't know law. Dharma I know. Dharma Shastra I know. The modern constitution I am aware of, not all the details of every law. No. That's not my field. I don't have to. So, if it is a manifestation and of dharma, and from dharma you have created something, then what? It's already there. High Court Ishvara is already manifestation of Ishvara only. You are not creating, you are only invoking. Understand that, because modern secular thinking, man has created God in his image. Therefore God and man, you find all these posts on Facebook and YouTube and all, man and God comes face to face with each other and both says, my creator. Not true. Can you all see me or have I disappeared? Image is not there, right? Or is image there? Beg your pardon? I don't think you can see me now, or you can still see. Am I visible? Okay. Just let me change over, okay? I have already created the thing. Yeah. My. It's simple, it's a question of network problem. I am just changing over, so give me a minute. Okay. I am back. Clear now? Okay. So as I said, the aspect of High Court Ishvara is already there. Not that it is not there. Okay? It is just being invoked. What is there, already there, is just being invoked. Okay? Okay. Brahmavidananda ityadi adi shabdavachito bhajate. Shabdavachitaha bhajate. By giving it a name to a given aspect, you are now worshipping. So when you are worshipping, etc., like that, you will generally take it as Maya Upahitam Chaitanya. Okay? Maya Upahitam Chaitanya, generally. Because then you are further equating, invoking as a Devata, etc., etc. Therefore, they are all taken as Avichinnam. Sorry, not Upahitam, as Avichinnam. Avichinnam. Upahitam is when you understand the truth of Ishvara. Okay? That what you call Ishvara is really speaking. That's why he puts in a word Ishvara Sakshi there. Just to highlight the difference and equate it with the human experience. Otherwise, there is no need of saying Ishvara Sakshi. There is no need of saying that. Okay? That in between step for a jeeva is necessary. For the Ishvara, it is not necessary. But he says that to equate it with that, with the humanness of the whole thing. Okay? Yeah.
Sir,
Yep.
at one time we said Ishwar, Brahman is without any attributes.
Correct.
But then we are invoking him as Ganesh, as Vignaharta.
Yeah.
It's a thoda confusion.
That's what I am saying. With respect to the Maya Upadhi of Ishvara, Ishvara is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. Understand this. Okay?
Yeah.
Ishvara is what? What is Ishvara? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. Then
Swamiji, what is it? Avachinna actually means avachinna when we
Avachina meaning conditioned.
condition.
Yeah. Upadhi means an apparent thing. Avachinna is taken in this context as more of a condition. So it is not that Ishvara is not can be conditioned, but how we look at it. Similarly, you, the consciousness, cannot be conditioned. But how do you look at yourself? When you say, I am this much only, I can't do so many things, I am helpless, I have some power, then you are looking upon yourself as conditioned by Jivatva.
Upahitam, English word for Upahitam is associated.
One second, let me finish answering one question. So, there I am
Is
looking.
the same.
Yeah, it is actually one and the same. But it is a question of your viewpoint. It's a question of viewpoint all the time. Like with coming to Sakshi's question, Sashi's question. Sashi, do you take yourself as
Shashi.
consciousness or as jiva?
No, I take it as Jiva only.
That is why you are asking the question.
Normal, only in our class.
Okay, you are taking yourself as jiva. What are you trying to what are you trying to know?
I am trying to know that I am everything.
That your consciousness, which is everything. Okay? Now, if you are taking yourself as a jiva, you will feel conditioned by your body and mind, right?
Yes.
Do you feel the same condition if you know the truth about yourself as consciousness?
But sir, I have to know. No?
See, that's why you are not granting your mind the possibility. That is the issue. It is not that you are a good student, it's not that the truth is not clear for you. But because it is not crystal clear, you are saying, but I am stuck here only. You remember that's why I always say that old statement of mine. If you are looking eastward, the sun is climbing so slowly here. I am waiting for the sunrise. Slowly there is a brightening, this, that, and one small little red thing appears. यार कभी ऊपर आ जाएगा, मेरे को सनराइज देख के काम पर जाने का है. Typical city dweller, okay. Because you are working. If you are on a holiday, you will be able to sit down, have a cup of tea and enjoy that. But now I want to see the sunrise, at the same time I want to go to work. So you are getting impatient. How slowly it is happening. But look westward. You are looking east. Sun is climbing. When you look westward, you will see the whole land is bright. Night is gone.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know, when you look at, oh, so much knowledge I have to gain, this, that, etc., you will say, my God, nahi hai. When you look back in your life to what you were, you will find so much of clarity has come in. Then you will grant that possibility. Yeah, that is true. I am Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Thoda aur karne ka hai, lekin I am that. You will grant yourself that possibility. And then you look upon yourself as what? These are just upadhi, Baba. So if I can do that, what about Ishvara? Ishvara for him is more of an upadhi, not less.
Yes.
So that is the difference. So from our standpoint, when we look at Ishvara, is nothing but, from Ishvara's standpoint, when you are looking, he is nothing but Satyam Jnanam Anantam. If I recognize that, God and I are one and the same. Like Anjanaya will say, Vastu Drishtya Tvameva Aham iti me nishchit mati. Okay. Now I can't do that. Alright. Then how are you looking at it? Okay, Maya Shakti is an upadhi, it's an apparent thing. Therefore, because in Maya Shakti there is a lot of this, etc., I can invoke him in any form. As Vignaharta, as Shiva, the destroyer, creator, sustainer, I can look in any form. Because all upadhis, so not a problem. But what does a common man look at it? Or before I am really understanding the whole thing, how will I look at it? This is like this. It doesn't become, it becomes avichinama conditioning. Vignaharta is different from Shiva. He is Shiva's son only.
Yeah.
So you will get all that. You can look upon him as Shiva's son and still say it's an upadhi. Why? It's a cosmic play going on, Baba. Cosmic play going on.
Yeah.
So let me highlight this a bit more.
Okay.
Highlight it because in Shiva Purana there is a story in one of the Purana. I think Shiva Purana. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is. Shiva mounts his chariot for Tripura Samhara, 3 cities where the demons are using to fly all over and create problems. Okay? 3 cities, okay, moving cities in the sky, in the space. Though, forget Vimana, we are talking about a Vimana. This is like a spaceship which has got, this is like a huge city by itself. Like what you see on that movie, Independence Day, etc. Whole huge mothership. Like that, there are 3 ships. Okay? That means Shiva is mounting to destroy. It is this story that idiot Amish Tripathi has presented, that Shiva went and destroyed 3 cities in this valley civilization. Idiotic, okay? Idiotic. So he mounts the chariot. The chariot doesn't move. And Shiva laughs. He says, hey, I have to invoke my own son Ganesha, because first worship has to be for Ganesha. So he chants. He chants the Ganesha Atharva Sirsha for the chariot to move. Now, look at it. When you hear stories like this, you will take it as avichinam. Because you are giving it a greater reality than what is there. Really speaking, it is only upahitam, cosmic play going on. Just a cosmic play going on. Upadhi. apparent cosmic play. Are you getting the difference in how you look at it? Yeah. Now, where is Neeta gone? She had something to ask. I said, wait until I finish one question.
No, Swamiji, about like this, about Upahitam, the English word, can you say associated with or mixed with?
You
Or
can.
Upahitam?
But associated as what? Really associated or apparently associated?
Apparent.
If it's apparent, then it is Upadhi. If it is really associated, then it is Avichinnam.
Then Upahitam?
Upahitam is Upadhi only. Na? So it depends on how you are using the word. Neeta, understand this. You are getting stuck in the word. It depends upon how you are using the word. Because in English language, Satyam Mithya doesn't exist.
No, Antakarana Upahitam Chaitanya.
Antakarana Upahitam Chaitanya means what? An apparently association. Correct?
With Chaitanya?
Antakarana Avichinna Chaitanya means you are taking that association as real. Now look at it, the word association associated with Antakarana can be used as apparent or real. What are you using it as? If it is apparent, it is Upahitam. If it is real, it is Avichinnam. How are you looking at it?
Acha.
Yeah. Or the Shastra also looks at it depending upon what it wants to highlight. Your Antakarana Avichinna Chaitanyam, go do this yaga, do this prayer. Karma Vidhi comes in. Are you getting it?
Yes, Swamiji, but then sometimes that
I know. It is a bit technical, I accept it.
Upahita Chaitanyam, when it comes, when you don't know how to
Yeah.
interpret.
So understand this. Avichinnam is when in your mind you take it as real. Upadhi is when you are in your mind you know it is apparent. That's a good way of understanding it in English.
Okay.
In Sanskrit it's clear, Upahitam or Avichinnam. That's it. Because see, now since we are going into deeper text, these two words will indicate two different things. So when you say Upahitam Chaitanya, you know the standpoint of the writer. When you say Avichinnam, you know the standpoint. Okay, yeah.
You cannot categorize.
Exactly. That is why he said, Ishvara's association with Maya is Anadi. Why? Because Maya is Anadi. It's always there. Yeah. Okay. Now, he is challenging this idea of Sakshi, Ishvara Sakshi. Okay. Actually, the Purvapakshi should have challenged Jeeva Sakshi, not Ishvara Sakshi. But Jeeva Sakshi is, if you are a thinker, you know it is within your anubhava, within your knowledge. As I mentioned in that talk yesterday evening, that Mandukya insights into Mandukya, a Viveki will know. The Sakshi is natural for you, Jiva Sakshi. Yeah, because Avastatraya you know, therefore you have been the Sakshi of the three Avastas, you will know. It doesn't require any great Vedanta to say that. It only requires Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. Atma Anatma Viveka, you will get it there. Yeah. Most people don't, speaker included, therefore you will require some help from a teacher to do that. Okay. Yeah. Therefore that's fine. Now challenging Ishvara Sakshi is saying, Nanu Ishvara Sakshinoho Anaditve Tad Aikshasa Bahusyam Prajayeya Ityadi Srushti Purva Samaye Parameshwasya Agantukam Sakshinam Uchyamanam Katam Upapadyate. Anadi sab chhod do, not tenable. Why? In your own Veda, Purvapakshi talking, in your own Veda there is a statement, Tadaikshata, he saw, he visualized. Bosyam prajayeti, let me manifest as many. Now that Aikshata he is taking as Sakshi. Okay? The word Aikshata, which is actually conceiving, okay, conceptualizing, he is taking as Sakshi. He says, Ityadiyu, Srishti Purva Samaye, before the creations was there, Parameshwarasya, for Paramesha, Aguntukam Sakshinam. Before creation was there, what is there to see? Therefore, he saw, he witnessed. It is stated your own Veda is quoting that. Therefore, Sakshinakam has come into him at that time. It was not there before. It can be there later. He is created and he witnessed the creation. Okay. But it has a beginning. Uchyamanam katam upabudya. Are you understanding the Purvapaksha? He is quoting that statement to show that Sakshitvam is not Anadi, it has a beginning. Because of the statement, Saikshata, he saw. So see, beginning. Iska pehla nahi dekha kya? Actually, the Purvapakshi should be asked the question. Before that, Ishvara didn't see or what? Ishvara was blind or what? Ishvara was jadam or what? I mean, there are various ways to answer. Okay? If somebody in my class says, uska pehla nahi dekha kya, I would say that. Okay. In fact, we don't even take the creation as real. No? So even with respect to the creation, we can say, God created all this. क्या और कुछ काम धंधा नहीं था क्या? It's a rough and ready way of talking, okay? A colloquial way of talking. Okay? But this is a written book, so it's different. Okay? Uchyate, I'll answer. He says what? Yatha Vishya Indriya Sannikarshadi Karana Avishena Karanavashena Jiva Upadi Antakarnasya Vritti Bhedaha Jayante. Giving an example. Vishya Indriya Sannikarshena Adi Sannikarsha. Vishya Indriya Sannikarsha Adi Karanavashena. Vishya object, Indriya sense organs. Tasya Sannikarsha, by some connection, through light, mind going out, all that is Sannikarshena. Tad Vashena, because of that, Jiva Upadi Antakarnasya. In the Jiva Upadi Antakarna. He doesn't say Jiva Avichinna. He says the Jiva who has got the Upadi of Antakarna, that entity, Vritti Bedaha Jayante. Are there not many thoughts born in your mind? In short, I saw a book, different from seeing people, different from table, different from door. Vritti Bedaha Jayante. Why? Indriya Sannikarsha Vashena. Because of your perception, to put it now properly, in this thing. Because you have different perceptions, different thoughts are born in your mind or not?
Yes.
It is not only because of perception, can be hearing also. Like I'll put an image in your mind which you have never thought of. Monkey. Sure, no one was thinking of a monkey before. But some people can get very creative. Why? Is it a rhesus monkey? Is it a baboon? Is it red face? They can go on imagining, okay? There are some champions like that who will go on imagining. But nobody had thought of monkey before I used the word monkey. Why? Indriya Vishya Sannikarshena. Sannikarshena. Antakarna Vritti Bedaha Jayate. Jivasya Upadehe Antakarnasya Vritti Bedaha Jayate. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Vritti Bedaha Jayante. Tatha. Similarly, Hrijyamana Prani Karma Vashena. Srijyamana Prani Karma Vashena. Now the time has come. Because of karma, that all these pranis, pranadharis, all these beings, living beings, etc., have to be manifested. Have to be manifested. Therefore, because the time is ready for it, Shayana, Paramesha Upadi Bhuta Maya. In Parameshwara, who has Maya as an Upadi, not as a conditioning, as an Upadi, Maya, Vritta Vishesha, Vritti Vishesha, different types of Vritti comes up in his mind. Idam Idanim Srishtavyam. To start creating. Therefore, what? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi. Different thoughts came up, and as thinking came, all the pranas came. He thought about all this. To think was to create. Saikshata. He conceived of it. The conception itself is a creation. See, for you and me, it's different. In the world, as long as we are functioning, things have to be created twice. One, as an idea in your mind. Second, the physical reality outside. Minimum 2 times. Generally, there is a third bit in between. The architect's drawing, the designer's drawings, the engineering drawing that is created. There is a third step in between, but that's part of actualizing it. Therefore, minimum, all things are created twice. For Ishvara, there is no outside, inside, it's all within him only. There is nothing outside. Therefore, to think is to be. To think is to make it, manifest it. Thinking, yeah.
Can we say this world is Lord's dream?
In a way. But it doesn't mean that the Lord is sleeping somewhere and is dreaming of the whole thing. Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. That is what the scientists are moving toward, that type of thinking. Why? He says the whole world is nothing but a hologram. A hologram is like what you, a 3D image that is created by a software, a computer program. Many of your movies, etc., use a lot of holograms. So he says the whole world is nothing but, whole universe is nothing but a hologram. So our ancients called it is like a dream. It's all the same. Call it what you want. What is it? It's a mithya thing. But when you say it's a hologram, etc., we think that some super entity, some alien race has created it. That is the problem. Because hologram means there has to be intelligence. Intelligence which is manifest through a software, this, that, etc., etc., etc. Then you will think it's another entity. Some super beings. Because all this has to be there. No? That's only one step of imagination. If you go beyond that, then you will have to talk of Ishvara only. Yeah. We have to talk of Ishvara only. Therefore, to call it Ishvara's dream is okay. Yeah. But don't think of it as your dream or my dream. Because for our dream, we have to be sleeping somewhere to have it. Ishvara doesn't have waking dream and deep sleep. It's important to understand this because we saw this in Mandukya. But Mandukya, sorry, I just dropped the book. Mandukya was some time back. What is the equivalent of the Vaker Vishwa in Mandukya? Totality? Vaishwanaraha, the totality. Yes. What is the equivalent of Taijasa, the dreamer? Hiranyagarbha. Does he say, is Hiranyagarbha presented as a dreamer?
It's a cosmic mind. It's a cosmic total mind.
It's a total mind, exactly. Therefore, what does that imply? Okay. And your individual covered with ignorance is called prajna. Total is what? Ishvara.
Ishvara. Antaryami.
Don't say Ishwar, say Ishvara. Complete. Sanskrit word. Now, what does these three words imply? Is Ishvara presented as a great dreamer? Is Hiranyagarbha a dreamer?
No.
It is Samashti Sukshma Sharira Upahitam Chaitanyam, isn't it? Definition of Hiranyagarbha is what? Samashti Sukshma Sharira Upahitam Chaitanyam. The consciousness that has for his upadhi the total Sukshma Sharira, subtle creation. And Ishvara is presented as a great sleeper? No. Maya Upahitam Chaitanyam. Consciousness which has got Maya as upadhi. None of them are presented as waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. Only the jiva is presented as waker, dreamer, deep sleeper.
Yes.
So, in that context, to say the Ishvara's dream, thoda gadbad hota hai. Okay, be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. Be careful.
Swamiji, can I ask a question?
Shoot.
So when I say I'm the Sakshi in the presence of whom everything is illuminating, so that is Antakarana, Upahitam or Chaitanyam, because so far as Ishvara is concerned, it's or even I'm self-illuminating, no?
Correct.
So there then when I'm using, it is for me to understand that I'm that
Yes.
Swayam Prakashit Jyoti.
Exactly. Because the teaching is meant for the jiva, teaching is not meant for Ishvara. Ishvara is a great teacher. The teacher, really speaking, is Ishvara. No? Ishvara is the teacher. The first teacher is Ishvara. How are we invoking Dakshinamurti otherwise? Either you can take it Sadashiva Samarambham, with where Ishvara is considered of as Dakshinamurti. Or you can say is Narayanam Padma Bhuvam Vasishtam Satkinta Tatputra Parasharam Cha. Either way we are talking of Ishvara. Or you are talking of Ishvarena Nishvasitam Vedaha, creator, Brahmaji. He breathed out the Veda. Meaning the whole Veda was given out as effortlessly as breathing. Meaning no effort involved. Again you are talking of Ishvara, Brahmaji, you know. So
Sakshi is really for me to understand,
exactly.
because otherwise Swarupa Lakshana is the only because Sakshi, really speaking, Ishvara is not Sakshi. I mean, it can be said that Ishvara is Sakshi.
Why not?
It is only for me to.
From our standpoint, we are looking at Ishvara as Sakshi or not Sakshi.
Yes.
Because, as I said, Sakshi is a necessary step in our understanding for myself. When I am looking at myself, I take myself as Karta Bhokta. Then to shift from Karta Bhokta to Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, I have to use Drigdrisha Viveka. So that Sakshi will come into the picture. So Avasthatraya, Sakshi, etc. we will talk about. For the individual. Why? Because he has to discover I am Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. Ishvara's case, he already knows he is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. So the Sakshi step is not necessary. But we look at it because we have to shift our understanding from Ishvara as the creator, etc., that we have been praying to, shift that to Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. So to make that shift, in fact, even before that shift, we have to do a lot of things. Okay, since on the topic, we have to do a lot of things before we make that shift. Why? From my finite form that I have been invoking, really speaking, in our worship, even though Ishvara is the one that is finally all worship goes to, we are really speaking looking at our Ishvara in our puja room as devatas.
Yeah, of course.
As of Ishta Devata, no? That's why the term used is Ishta Devata. What I like. So from that, I have to shift to what? Understanding Ishvara as the whole cosmic order. There also is Avichinam. But we are shifting now. Hey, there is really no creation. Maya Upahitam. Therefore, because you give the individual a word Sakshi, you are giving the same word there. Not necessary. But you are giving that word. Plus, it makes people feel nice. I am not. भगवान का नज़र में मैं हूँ. You know, I am there in God's eyes.
So Swamiji, when we say Vigna Harta, so then that is the Vigna Harta, we are using consciousness as Ganpati is as the Sakshi of the Vigna. Is it good that way?
That's what exactly. Now understand. As I said before, I can take Ganesha. Hey, this is real, this is it, God is this much only. There, what you are taking him as? Devata. Because you are looking at him only as Vignaharta. You know, it's very interesting. Okay, I am going to read a sloka that, this thing that caught my eye long back, and I used to chant this regularly. It is Ganesha Ashtakam. Okay. Now look at what you will normally invoke Ganesha as. Vakratmundam Mahakayam. Correct? Sorikuti Samaprabha. This is how you will invoke him, correct? Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Now here is a sloka which says Yata Ananta Shaktehe. Ananta Shakti. Anantasya Jivaha. Yatha Nirgunad Aprameya Gunaha Te. Your gunaha are aprameya. While really speaking, you are nirgunaha. Yato bhati sarvam. Yato bhati sarvam vibhati. He shines, everything else shines after. Veda abhinnam. Abhinnam Veda. Sadatam Ganesham namamo bhajamaha. That Ganesha sada namamaha. Now here what are you looking at it? Upahitam or avichinnam? You are looking at him as, you are looking at Ganesha as Ishvara himself, na? Are you looking at him as only Vignaharta?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now comes the last verse of that. Yada Veda Vachaha. Veda Vachaha. Words of the Veda. Atikunta Manobhi, with a sharpened mind. Or a single pointed mind. Kuntaha. Sada neti neti yatha granati. I will understand by negating everything. Parabrahma Rupam Chidananda Bhutam. Sadatam Ganesham Namamo Bhajamaha. Paramananda Rupam. Parabrahma Rupam Chidananda Rupam. Here what am I looking at Ganesha as? Pure consciousness. Parabrahma Rupam Chidananda Rupam. Sada neti neti iti vacha granati. By negation I am understanding him. So what are you doing? Same Ganesha. If you take Ganesha alone, it is real. What is Sunita distracted with? If you take Ganesha as real, it's avichinnam. If you take Ganesha as Ishvara, Parameshwara, Upadaya. Parabrahma Rupam, Surupam. Are you understanding this? Same Ganesha I am talking about. You all have forgotten that because you go so caught up in the technicalities, you have forgotten the old teaching. When I go to my doctor and says, my finger is stiff, I can't bend it. I am looking at it only as one part. When you are drawing my attention by touching my little finger, you are invoking the whole of me. Both cases you are touching my little finger only. The doctor examining it or drawing my attention. Sunita is a doctor. I am going to Sunita and saying, hey, I can't bend my little finger. And she examines it. So she is looking only at the little finger. We are traveling back from the class together and she wants to call my attention and she knocks at touches my finger. She is invoking the whole of me. Is it that because she touched my little finger, I will give only a little attention? She pulls my hand a little bit more. Then how will she ever get my total attention? नहीं होता है. Therefore, when I say this alone is Ganesha, little finger. Ganesha is Ananta Shakti, etc. Then whole of me is invoked. Ishvara. Then when I say Parabrahma Rupam, etc., no more forms now. Neti neti iti granati. The Swarupa. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Don't forget this.
Yeah, Swamiji, actually, something similar we had asked Swaminiji when we were doing the Navratri thing, because in Lalita Sahasranama we were talking so much about gunas.
Yeah.
And then we are like, we are praying for Shakti and all that. But finally then, she explained that if you are consciousness, then of course you are finally invoking the consciousness of the form of
Exactly.
Devi.
Exactly.
So that was the time when we were like,
Yeah.
when we were only in the gunas, we were.
Correct. Basically, that's what it is. Therefore, the whole question is only of invocation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Vritti bhutan jayante. Okay. Vrittis are born. Tatha srijya, because of the karma, the time has come. Parameshwara upadi bhuta maya vritti vishesha. Therefore, in the Parameshwara's upadi, that is Maya, the vritti visheshas come up. What? Idanim srishtavyam, idanim palayitvam. This has to be sustained. Idanim samhartavyam. Now time has come, karma is over. Come on. For this kalpa, karma is over. The next karma to manifest will take a long time. Therefore, pralaya samhartavyam. Ityadi akaraha jayante. So it is not that Ishvara Sakshitvam is beginning. It's only the beginning of these type of vrittis. And why are these vrittis coming up? Because of the karma of the jivas. Clear? क्या question है? जयंती तासाम च वृत्तीनाम स आदित्वाद, because the vrittis have a beginning. अभी ये चैंपियन का कर्मा आ गया, चलो let me manifest this guy. Vritti has a beginning, na? It was not there before. Therefore, vrittinam saditvat pratibimbita chaitanyam api saditva uti uchyate. So the reflection of the awareness in that has a beginning. Meaning it's a conscious thought, in other words. Whether it is Ishvara or Jiva, there is a conscious thought happening. So that conscious thought has a beginning. So Aikshata Bahusyam Prajayeti, that thought came up, the thought has a beginning. Hey, for the thought to come up, Ishvara should already be there, na? For you, a thought to come up, you should be there before or not? Book thought, before the book thought came, you were there, na?
Yes.
Otherwise, how will the book thought come up? Same way, Ishvara is already there. The thought came up, chalo, let me manifest all these things. Thought had a beginning. Ishvara does not have a beginning. Ishvara Sakshi doesn't have a beginning. Thought has a beginning. Clear? So, when there are things, I am witnessing the things. When things are not there, what am I witnessing?
Nothing. I am.
You are still witnessing. Empty space. I am can be there even when things are there. No? In fact, I am is there even when things are there. Aham asmi sada bhami kadachan naham apriya. अभी अभी देखा ना अद्वैत मकरंदा शिवरात्रि टाइम. And I like that one. Aham asmi sada bhami. Bhami. So there the whole thing is. Ishvara as Sakshi doesn't have a beginning. Ishvara as consciousness is always there. as Satyam Jnanam Anantam is always there. Creation has a beginning and cyclic creation, therefore some beginning, etc. you can talk about it. There also no real beginning. Why? Because cyclical in nature. Therefore, with respect to one cycle, all this aikshata, etc. is used only with respect to one cycle of creation. Think it over. Okay? Think it over. Because after this, we go into the nature of error and things like that also. Either maja aayega. Hopefully next class there will be enough people and the weather will be conducive to make it offline also. Online option is always there, but offline also, because it will be a little bit more complex. Okay, online, that's the thing, the complexities become a little bit difficult for people to grasp. Okay. But good place to stop, think it over and come back if you have any questions. Okay. Om Tat Sat.
Namaskar, sir.